I've sent a Specialization supply drop your way.
What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. So this is going to be my third and final RPM crit build. I gave you guys the LMG a few days ago, the SMG Lady Death last night, and today is going to be the AR RPM crit build. So without further ado, shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom, and let's get into it. All of the PvP gameplay will be after the build breakdown on this video. But going through this pretty quick, starting off with the specialization, I am using the Demolitionist again. Reason being, in conflict, you want the 7% crit chance for the attachment, you want the grenade launcher for your specialization, you want the burn resistance to counter the firewall specialization. Because right now, everyone in their MF and mom is running firewall just to catch you on fire every time you melt them, and it gets annoying. So this is a good little counter to that. So Demolitionist, crit chance, you get the grenade launcher, and you get the burn resistance. Now, for the weapons, I'm using a FAMAS primary with the Vector secondary and a double barrel sawed-off as my sidearm. Starting with the FAMAS, this thing hits like a truck and it shoots at 1063 RPMs. Now mine's at 104.8k total damage, and that's with 15% AR damage, 15% health damage, and 3.1 rate of fire. It also has Optimist on there, which I highly recommend for this build. Don't run Strained with this, run Optimist, because it's you get your damage quicker, and you don't really need Strained at all. Don't even worry about it. Run Optimist for this one. Now, Optimist weapon damage is increased by 3% for every 10% ammo missing from your magazine, and with you shooting at over 1050 RPMs at 1063. You're mowing through that magazine really quick, so you're going to get that damage really fast. So I highly recommend that. This one was very hard to find with rate of fire and Optimist, so good luck crafting or trying to farm it. Now, as far as the weapon mods, I'm doing the rugged mini reflex for the optic for crit chance, small laser pointer from the Demolitionist specialization for 7% crit chance, and then the muzzle brake for another 5% crit chance. Magazine, the sturdy extended for that extra 20 rounds. Going to my secondary, this is a lot of fun. The Vector 45 ACP. Now this one at 1380 RPMs, 91.9k on the total damage, and that's with 15% SMG damage, 15.5 crit chance, and 9% damage to targets out of cover. This one also has Optimist, so the faster, same exact logic. Now going to the mods, they're a little bit different. I'm using the Russian red dot for the crit damage, the small laser pointer for the crit chance, and then the suppressor for a little bit more crit chance. Now for the magazine, again, oversized for an additional 20 rounds. Now the sidearms, the backup boomstick, only reason why is because it has very good damage with damaged armor and damage to targets out of cover. So if things get sticky and they're in range of me shooting this, it's going to be pretty much a one-hit kill. Now, as far as the build, again, it's going to be another striker hybrid. So you have your 3 striker pieces, you have your 2 Walker, Harris, and Co pieces for the weapon damage and the damage to armor, and then you have the Fenris for the AR damage. I am running that perfect adrenaline rush and intimidate matchup again, combo, and it's because it's the #1 combo to run right now. I'm showing you guys all the RPM crit versions, and then I'll go into like the more tanky versions of this build. Now, you can use something different than Striker if you want. However, these are RPM crit builds. So the only thing I care about is having my RPMs as high as possible and having my crit as high as possible. I want to get as much damage downrange as possible. You know, yes, you can go with all crit, headshot, whatever kind of builds you want. However, this is the fastest firing damage build you can make. So just remember that. Now for the striker pieces, I am running 3 pieces. So I get the 15% weapon handling and then the 15% rate of fire from the gear set bonuses. For the mask, I have 15% weapon damage, 10.4% crit damage, and then the red mod slot I threw on there, 11.9% crit damage. For the Walker Harrison Co. backpack, this is the Matador. It's the named variant, and this one comes with the perfect adrenaline rush. Now remember the Walker Harrison Co. brand set bonuses. I get the 5% weapon damage and the 5% damage to armor. The perfect adrenaline rush talent, it gives me more bonus armor the more enemies are close nearby, and with that I use the chest piece talent intimidate, because the as soon as I get the bonus armor I get amplified weapon damage. Back to the backpack though, this one has 15% weapon damage, 6% crit chance, and 5.5 weapon handling. The red mod slot, again, 11.8% crit damage. Chest piece, Walker Harrison Co. This one, 15% weapon damage, 14.2k health, 9.3% crit damage, and for that red mod slot, again, 11.5 crit damage. I already talked about Intimidate. I use that with the Perfect Adrenaline Rush, and this one gives me amplified total weapon damage by 35%. Down to the holster, Striker holster, 15% weapon damage and 4.6% crit chance. Gloves, Striker gloves, 15% weapon damage and 6% crit chance. And then finally that Fenris piece, running Fenris, that brand set bonus gives me 10% AR damage. And then for the attributes I have 15% weapon damage, 10.3% crit damage, and 4.8% crit chance. And that's the build. Pretty fast and simple. Now what I use with this is I use the Jammer Pulse, because a lot of people like to throw Seekers and Hives and all that jazz. And then I also run the Crusader Shield with the FAMAS, mainly only if I'm not running gunning. I can sit back, use the shield, and work that way. It kind of helps in some situations. I'm not a huge fan of the shield, but for this it's not bad. Now let's finish off with the stats. Alright, so the weapon stats for the FAMAS. We'll just go down to the PvP. PvP weapon damage, you have 44k damage, 48.4 crit chance, and 110.2 crit damage. Also 55 headshot damage, 5% armor damage, and 15% health damage. It's a lot of damage. Go to the offensive tab, 97.2 all weapon damage with 40% AR damage. So that's 137.2 damage bonus when I'm using my AR. Going down to the defensive tab, 674k armor, 300k health, and yeah, you got that 10% explosive resistance and hazard protection from the watch. And then remember you have the 30% burn resistance because you use the demolitionist specialization. Now remember, I am at 552 for the watch level, so if you have, 1,000 or higher watch level, then you might have higher stats than this. So yeah, that's good. Congratulations. But this is my AR RPM crit build. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Now throwing you off to the gameplay. Take care, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, hit that notification bell. That way you guys will see me in the next one. Peace.
Agent down.
Specialization supply drop has been arranged for you.
Serious trauma detected.
The enemy is about to claim the supply drop.
FAMAS are acquiring the boost. The boost has been taken by allies. Agent down.
The rogues have run out of reinforcements. You can win this.
Rogue assault turret detected. Rogue fixer drone detected. Immediate medical assistance needed. System malfunctioning. System reactivated. An agent needs assistance.